Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Sentinel Dark. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, and then I'll switch over to Sharpies, so don't worry if you can't see this. This is mostly for me. Well, it's always for me. It's 100% for me. I just need to get this down, and then I can switch over to Sharpie. So I'm just trying to basically get a rough idea of what I want to do, and then we can all play along in a second. But first I got to sketch, and before I can ink, I gotta make this look right. And let's see, I'm pretty happy with what I want to do because they're very Gundam, very robot. I just gotta find a good like flight pose, like they're fighting. Oh, because I just did Sentinel, the normal version, and I kind of want them to look like if they were going into a battle. So I like just a flying. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll raise the arm up like that. Just a flying. Flying battle, flying pose, I guess is the best way I'm trying to say. Just to show them, like if you were to draw them side by side, like they're coming at each other, just in the ultimate struggle, good versus evil. Alright, and I think, let's see, I've got to try to think of a good hand pose because I'm drawing it really big already, and I have a tendency to do that, and I shouldn't, because it's going to look funny. Okay, that might work like that. Okay, let me erase a few of these lines, just to try to define it more. Yeah, I think that might work, something like that. And I just got to make sure I draw his little gun thing over here. And the thing is, too, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this sketch because we need to... like I found out with the other one, there's too much detail, And I don't have time to sit here and draw every little thing because we got to get to drawing, and B, you got too much to do than just to sit here and watch me do this. Or if you don't, well then you don't have too much to do, but you have time. I don't. I don't want to spend hours recording this when you can just be drawing it on your own, Let's see. When it's about detail that you can be doing and not having to worry about how I'm doing it. Let's see, I need to make this foot a little bit bigger because it's closer to you. Something like that. Okay. Alright, so now let me define a face real fast and then we can get going. Let's see. So he's kind of at a point, right? Let's see if I can exaggerate it just a little bit. Let's see, his head's around like that. His eyes are kind of, yeah, something like that. And let's see, so he's got something like that. Yeah, okay, I think I like where I'm going with this. Yeah, so I kind of have them looking off to the side, because again, I kind of expect them to be battling, like they're coming to each other. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop there, because I've got a loose enough idea of where I'm going to go with this, that I can go ahead and start inking in, and build off of that, because like I said, it's a lot of mech stuff that is rough square shapes. Well, not square shapes, round. You know what I'm trying to say. So, okay, so let's do this. Let's I'm going to start off in an odd place. I'm going to start off with this chest piece because a lot of it is going to build off of that. So I'm going to draw the big square in his chest, kind of something like this. And that way I can build off of this because, again, a lot of it, what I'm doing is going to kind of be determined by this. Okay, so that's kind of my front piece, and I can build everything else off of this. So I'm going to draw a few more little pieces like this, and then that top little mask thing. Well, it's not a mask, really. It's just like, I think of it like a mask just because I can think his mouth can go behind that. So, let's see, let's add another line here, just for mech's sake. And then he's got his little vent. Vent design, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. Like that. And again, we can just, have fun and build off of this. So I'm going to do one more piece. Oh, I'm going crazy. I'm drawing without the Sharpie. I should be doing this. And see how it's just getting crazy? I'm going to stop doing that. I got to focus on not the detail, but the big picture, Something like that. Okay, so let's draw his head. You see his shoulder's going to be right here. And let's see his big shoulder piece. That's another reason I wanted to do this, because his shoulders are huge and come in and kind of guide a lot of the design. Like that. Alright, so we'll do the other one over here before I forget. Like that. And again, I'm just going to draw just a hair of a 3D look to it. Like that. Okay? Alright, it's already starting to look very, very Gundam. Very, Robo awesome. So, let's draw, let's see, let's draw his eyes. Let's just go with that. Let's just draw a line like this. And let's draw another one up like that. Have them connect. I'm going to come in just a hair for the mouthpiece. Like that. And that way I can extend it just a little bit for emphasis is really what I'm doing. So I'm going to come up here like this. And he's got his little vent piece like that, which has got the little lines from the vent, just like Sentinel. Right? I'm guessing. I'm looking at a picture. So don't get mad if I'm wrong. And I'm going to do something like that. And I'm going to extend this out to the back of his neck. Like this. And this is going to go like this. One more like that. And then I'm going to draw the bigger ears like this. Let's see, that's going to come out, connect up here like that. And then I can draw the back of his head like this, the front of his head like this, and let's go ahead and draw those other ears like that. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. So let's see, we can draw his neck, something like that. And again, it's metal. The thing about it is this is all like metal parts that we're going to take care of with color. So that doesn't even make a difference. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I'm just adding some lines. Okay, so let's draw his other arm that we've got sticking out right here. And we're looking at that shoulder piece. I don't know if it's a gun or what it is, but I'm kind of looking at it from the side because I got his arm up like this. So I'm going to draw a couple of big pieces. And his bicep, which is basically going to be just a big bicep. That's it, And we're going to connect it to the arm, to the forearm with something like that, because we're looking at it from the side. And again, remember, we're looking at it from the top, so I'm not going to draw too much, but it does have a 3D look to it, like that. So that's the top, that's the bottom, And here, let's go ahead and just connect it like that. And here's that thing I was talking about, that shoulder piece that he has. I don't know if it's a gun. I don't know what this is. But we're only looking at it from the side. So that's all I'm going to draw of it like that. It's kind of this big, long piece, but from the side it's flat. Like my hand. See, my hand's wide. From the side it's like that. So that's what we're drawing there. And I'll just connect it like that, just to make sure it's not floating. And let's draw his forearm here. So his forearm's got, let's see, the middle piece like that. And I'm going to draw the forearm. I don't know why I'm trying to think of a better word for it, but I'm going to draw the forearm is what I'm drawing. Okay. And it's got like a roundish piece like that going around the wrist. And that other little cool little pointy thingy like that. Okay, so his hand I'm going to have out like that because he's like in a dramatic I'm about to fight pose. So I'm going to draw his thumb like that. There's his first finger, again in kind of a point because they have like crow's feet or chicken feet, chicken toes, whatever you want to call it, like that. Bring that one down like that, and then the pinky we're just going to do like that. Okay, and so see how it's kind of out, all splayed out, you know, something like that. So there's not a lot we can. It's a little too big. I'll admit that right now. The thumb shouldn't be out that far, but it's dramatic. This is our thing, and don't worry. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. So I think I can go ahead and start drawing. Let's do the other arm since we're here. And that's going to be pretty much just the bicep into the metal piece, the metal doodah. Something like that. We're just going to say it's a big bolt is what that is. Something like this. And then same thing, we're going to draw that forearm, which is basically the anatomy of a forearm. Just going down. Oh, it's going to have that little point like that though. So we're going to draw the muscles like that. And who's to say we're wrong? Because this is a robot, you know? So you can do it however you want. This is supposed to be more around it like that. That's what I was going for, but I didn't quite get it. Now it looks round, right? All right, so let's draw like a fist, like he's you know, ready to fight. So I'm going to draw the back of his hand like this. Draw the front meat just to, you know, see that we've got it in the right position. We're going to draw his pinky, bring it in and do that. Do the other one like that. And see the thumb is in front of all those. So we're going to do that. And the other fingers you can't really see because they're behind anyway, so we can just hide it like that. Okay? Pretty cool. All right. Not bad. All right, so let's just draw. We're going to make up some, you know, parts and pieces here. And what I did last time was just kind of, I started drawing edges, you know, because I'm not going to draw the entire thing, but, you know, it's got just these odd shapes to it that I can't draw every single detail, but we're going to draw a lot just to give him his look, you know, something like that. And so the nice thing is we can just draw pretty much this for his waist, because all that's going to be covered in black with those lines right there with the glowing look that he has right there. So that's all we got to draw for that. So his front, I'm going to draw his crotch piece like this. And I don't know if I did this last time, but I'm going to give it just a little bit of 3D like that. Okay. And then his other, his hip and his other bones and all that other stuff are kind of built off of that. And I'm just going to stop it there because I'm going to have that wing sticking out right there. That's just kind of floating for his little side piece. That's really cool. So let's go ahead and draw it since we're here. So it's got a top part, something like that. I can connect that now that I know where that is. I'm going to draw a piece out like this. Piece out. And then draw it flying up. And there's another little piece on top that I'm going to kind of redraw with another tiny Sharpie. So I wanted to give it that edge real fast. And I'm going to come in and do something like this and make it 3D with those edges like that. And same thing here, I'm going to come in and just give it just a little bit of a 3D look, you know, an edge of the mech. is the best way I can describe it. Let's see, these have it too, but I'm just not gonna go too crazy because, like I said, we don't have time to do all that. I don't have time to do that. You can start to do all that and add those edges, but I got to get you out of here in time for school, right? So that looks good for there. So now let's draw his legs, and his legs are pretty simple. This just, the thigh, like this, into that that knee piece, something like that. There, and then I can draw the other part of the thigh like that. And again, it's 3D, it's got edges to it like this, but I'm not going to go crazy and draw everything. We don't have time. You have time. You can do it. And let's go ahead and finish the legs since we're here. He's got that knee, which is kind of this big square piece. I guess it's not really a square, it's just a shape, And again, we're just drawing anatomy. So I come in here, draw that, and it's got like a collared piece over it. And again, I'll just draw a little bit of 3D because it is a mechanical shape. And he's got his and that's what I was talking about. He's got like a little, not a collar, but what's the word I'm looking for? A cuff over that. There we go. All right, and so I'm going to draw his lace protectors that everybody has, and his toes are more of a point. The other one, Sentinel, had like those chicken feet, and he doesn't quite have that. He's just got his pieces underneath there. You can't really see. He's got more of a I don't know what I want to call it. I want to call it like a dragon toe, but it's not a dragon toe. I don't know what a dragon toe looks like, because you know what? Dragons don't exist. Or at least not in this world. Well, that's a debate for another time. Let's just keep going here. So again, I'm going to draw his thigh. I'm going to come up like that. There. And we're going to draw the side of it. So it's just going to come in, and it's going to connect here with metal. There's like a joint. We can do whatever we want because it's a robot. There's nobody telling us we're wrong. We're going to draw that front piece like that. Then I'm going to draw basically the side view like that. And again, I can add just a little bit of mech design or hard edges. That's what I'm trying to say. All this time I've been saying mech design, but hard edges. That's what I've been trying to come up with. And I come up with it at the end. Okay, so let's draw his lace protectors. Here, let's do this to give it that edge. Okay, and he's got that shoe biz in the back of his foot. And we're going to do his pointed dragon toes. We're just going to call it that. That's what it is now. Thanks for helping me come up with it. Dragon toes. And give him a little bit of a 3D edge to it. Something like that. I'm making it up, so don't worry if you don't get this right. It's no big deal. As long as you got something like this, you're good. You're good to go. Okay, so let's do this other wing over here, just kind of flowing out. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to kind of like that. And there, that's it. I'm not going to do any more to that because I like the way it came out. So let's take care of the rest with color. So that is Sentinel Dark. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.